All right, guys, we're going to be looking at section 2 now from our Unit 5 test review, and this is going to be exponential functions from tables. So it says, which of the following is the exponential function represented in the shown table? There's a few different ways we could do this. We could plug all of these into the calculator. So that is a viable option. If doing so, the first one wouldn't even work because we don't have an x value in our exponent. So we can go ahead and eliminate that. If I put the second one in my calculator, I've got 3, and I'm going to raise it to the x power, starting at -1, and my values just don't match up. When x is -1, my calculator is showing that my y value is 1/3 instead of 2/3. At 0, it's showing 1, so I'm off by a factor of, it looks like 1 to start off with, but when x is 1 for 3 to the x power, my y value is 3, so this one does not work. So let's try our next function. So I've got 2 times 3, and that's going to be raised to the x power. When x is -1, y is 2/3. When x is 0, y is 2. When x is 1, y is 6. And when x is 2, y is 18. So this would be my correct function. I can also check that by looking at if there's a common difference here or a common ratio. And I'm noticing that each time I am multiplying by 3. So to get from 2/3 to 2, I got to multiply by 3. 2 to 6 is multiplying by 3. 6 to 18 is also multiplying by 3. And if I'm looking at my starting point there, when x is 0, y is 2, so this does match up. Now let's look at number 6. I'm going to take the same approach. I know option A is not a viable option because it doesn't even have an x value in its exponent. Looking at options B and D, these are actually the same option. If I were to rewrite B, I could put parentheses around that, and I would also have an initial value of 1 there. So let's just try that. I've got 1 times 5 raised to the x power. Starting at -1, my y value is 1/5, which lines up 0, 1, 1, 5, and 2, 25. So we actually have 2 correct answers here. B and D would be our correct solutions. We don't even have to look at C because we already know those are our correct values. When you are given a multiple choice question on your test, you will not have 2 that are this similar. We just wanted to see if you guys could identify that B and D were the same functions.